Hello and welcome along. I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year break. I got myself a nice new Christmas present, a new Piper Warrior 2 Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo. I was due to take you up in Oscar Romeo today for my first flight in the aircraft on my own, but as you can see the weather is appalling. We've got fog here at Biggin Hill, and you can barely see a few hundred meters, so no flying in Oscar Romeo today. Don't worry, don't switch off yet, because there is some flying in this YouTube video. Stay tuned for that. But I thought I'd take the opportunity whilst we were grounded to give you a good look around my new plane. So I literally picked up the keys to Oscar Romeo today. I have flown in Oscar Romeo twice, but with another member of the group. The first of those flights was my test flight, really, to see if I did want to buy the aircraft, and the second flight was just to familiarise myself with some of the onboard avionics, because it's got a GNS 430W on board. I have used those before, but not so much for navigation, and approaches, so I was keen to have a look at that. Basically just make sure that before I fly it on my own I know everything there is to know on board. Oscar Romeo is pretty standard 1980s Piper 161, just like India Zulu. In fact, I think it's exactly the same year, same horsepower engine. The engine in Oscar Romeo is quite a bit older than the one in India Zulu, and is coming to the end of its time, but still very serviceable and working fine. The reason why I switched from India Zulu was nothing to do with the aircraft itself. It was more the avionics fit. I only last year got my restricted instrument rating, and whilst India Zulu can fly in IMC, it doesn't have an ADF, automatic direction finder, and it doesn't have onboard certified GPS, so I was limited in where I could go, given that so many UK approaches demand an NDB approach as part of their procedure in some form or another. So I was struggling to keep my IRR current. So that was the primary reason for switching aircraft. I was sad to say goodbye to India Zulu, because it is a fantastic aircraft, looks great, and so I've joined this group and will be able to perform GPS approaches and keep my waggly needle tracking skills up to speed as well. So that was the main reason for switching. It's a really good group by the sounds of it who I've joined. As I say, I've flown in Oscar Romeo a couple of times with one of the other members of the group, and in fact he also is a shareholder in a Piper Super Cub, a 1950s Piper Super Cub that's kept at Red Hill. So the other day we flew over to Red Hill in Oscar Romeo, and he took me then in a flight in his Piper Cub, which was an amazing experience, and here is some video from that flight. I'm sorry to say there's no intercom there. It's simply a video flight, as you can see. I wasn't expecting to fly in the Super Cub, so I didn't bring any of my cameras. I hadn't checked with Roger before that he was happy for me to film the flight, so I had to do it on my mobile phone. So I hope that gave you an idea of a really nice flight in the Super Cub, and it was a very, very quick flight from Red Hill to Biggin Hill, the shortest flight I've ever done, literally sort of 10 minutes in the air. They're side by side, these airports, so that was fantastic. So I'm looking forward to some great flying here in Oscar Romeo in the years to come. I'm booked to fly in Oscar Romeo in a few days' time, so we're going to keep our fingers crossed for the weather, because I really am eager, as I'm sure you can imagine, to get up in the aircraft now that I am a member of this new group. That's all for now. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel, join me on Facebook, and check out details on my website. Until next time, bye for now.